3. Ooh, here it comes, here it comes.
There it
The
is.
Dolby.
So I'm playing this on original hardware. That little blue bit in the top left is from the scaler, the open source scan converter upscaler that I'm using to get HDMI.
Nice.
And the reason I'm playing this on original hardware is playing with the mouse. There it is.
Wow. Ooh, so
I could not have introduced that better. I didn't start my 7 minutes officially until I clicked that start button, so I'm just playing around with
As it
menus.
is, you followed the rules.
I did. This isn't my first rodeo. You've trained me well.
You need to talk to Alex, the other Alex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he keeps getting less than optimal choices. Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh yeah. So this game was described to me as Lemmings meets medieval nonsense. It's yeah. So it's entirely point and click, and I didn't even bother trying the controller controls because I assume it's the same except you're moving around the cursor a lot more clunkily.
Yeah.
And use clunkily as a word. It's interesting. Here I am just like trying to figure out like what everything does because I thought it was going to be more of like if you click outside of the square,
Yeah.
you like select other units, but I guess you're just like controlling one unit and you have like this main unit. Like, is this King Arthur? Or this is one of the knights, I'm assuming.
That is an well, it looks like he's got a little crown on, but it could just be head with horns.
Yeah, so the goal is to get to the gold after every.
That was the test?
Yes, that was the
Okay.
test. So I'm going through a glorified tutorial.
Well, I think they did call it like a beginning or tutorial or something at the beginning. Ooh, that's a great password system.
Oh, it's great. I got to break through the first level if you want to save that.
Gunpowder. Gunpowder?
Oh, it says Barrelman. Yeah. So, so me not reading the instructions or anything, I'm purely just basing this off of feel. I start clicking stuff, and yeah. So click the attack button. It doesn't really do much. It makes the character flash, and then that's it. Also, the Lemmings feature comes in because you realize that it's they're kind of autonomous until you tell the dude to stay put. He's just gonna keep walking.
Ah, okay.
How to get through this door? Do I click it? Am I able to open it by clicking it? Spoiler alert, no. But yeah, and then I start clicking around, and of course, my smartass clicks the little white flag, which forces you back to the main menu. Guess what? I have to the first level.
I love how your monitor keeps telling you that every time the Super Nintendo changes resolutions.
Yes, changing display modes. It shows up in the little on-screen display.
Okay, wait. So now we're back at the beginning again.
Yeah, I surrendered, so I got to restart. I failed the long training. So this one's once again go forward, and then continue going forward.
Okay, so they got oil, boiling oil that they're throwing over the side. You've got some bells, I guess you could ring.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because I didn't have any meaningful weapons to like hit any of that. I think it's all just like they always do the tutorial missions where the actual gameplay is real simple, but they throw everything in as decoration.
That's true. I'm wondering if you can do anything with those cannonballs.
Oh, I don't know. I tried clicking it. The password again.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the day and age where it wasn't completely discouraged to read the manual, which I did not have. So
no, it's definitely not discouraged.
So you'll see me panic a little bit here. Just doing the big think on how do we open this door? What control am I missing? The little footprints, they're pause for the pause menu.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Although I think Lemmings had the same exact button for pause. They also had two little pause.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I found out if you click in the top 3 empty space, it gives you another unit. And this is where the lemmingsness comes into play. And I didn't realize that I couldn't tell if I clicked the shield or if I clicked the face. If that did the actual switch, it's those top any of the area in that top bar flips to the other character.
Okay.
So that took a little bit longer. I'm a little embarrassed about that. Although it sucks that I had to restart and do that. Because
Well,
I'm like, I'm burning my 7 minutes here.
Well, but I'm sorry. I mean, I would never think of that. So, has the right mouse button done anything so far?
Negative. I didn't use it. I clicked it a few times, but didn't really do anything. So, bam, there we go. Now I'm cooking
Wow,
with fire.
that flying ball of fire that came out of there, that was a little bit of a cannon fodder flashback right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should talk Argonaut software for a minute, because I was impressed that this was them. It's their stuff is very well executed, and more technical than you're used to seeing for some of these.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the company was founded by a guy called Jan Saz, and I'm probably totally massacring the pronunciation. And he was one of these, teenage coder geniuses. So his first game is basically trying to do a 3D engine, and that was their bread and butter. But yeah, the company never quite hit big pay dirt as a developer. It was always, cool, innovative thing, and then never really capitalizing on it as far as sequels are concerned, or making sure that they became their own. Well, they tried to become their own publisher, but that's a story later on. And after Star Fox, basically Nintendo was like, okay, we don't need you anymore. And they tried doing other stuff, and it just did not work until they ultimately made Catwoman the game. That was the final nail in their coffin.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. It's crazy to me because I only knew Argonaut from Star Fox, and I figured, that partnership with Nintendo would have flourished into something much more. But it sounds like the exact opposite.
Well, I mean, there are rumors, and I don't know how substantiated they are, that Shigeru Miyamoto did not like them. But Shigeru Miyamoto apparently is a bit of a prima donna, and anybody who starts to take any kind of limelight away from him is immediately persona non grata, unless they came up through the ranks in Nintendo. That's also why the relationship with Rare ended up souring.
Okay, so this is officially the end of my 7 minutes. I did record the end of the level, but I wanted to officially say that I had to stop. I should have popped another barrel guy and brought him over, but we're just doing the walk of shame to get him.
Okay, well, let's see what you do. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, that was the one thing I was afraid of with this game. I pretty much guessed it was going to have some kind of tutorial stage, and the 7 minutes wasn't going to amount to too much. But I'm really happy to see this, and it is a game that I probably want to go and check out myself.
Yeah, I mean, well, the fact that they put in a tutorial is huge, because some games didn't do that. Some games were like, here's the reins and a crazy intense level. Like, you should be like mid scenario at this point, and you like just press the start button, armed with just a mouse and 2 buttons, one of which is not used.
Well, and this is 1993. We're starting to get into that territory. I mean, the Super Nintendo, has been around for about a year and a half, 2 years. And, the 6 buttons, the complexity of the games is growing. Lemmings has been around now for 3 years. I just
lost my barrelman.
Oh. Well, he'll be back next time, probably.
I had 24 others. It's fine. Expendable.
Who cares? Expendable, yeah. Wow, the comparisons to cannon fodder do keep growing here.
I totally see that. But yeah, that's the 7 minutes.
Very good, very good. Well, tell you what, let's go back to the show. You can keep talking about and tell us more. But I think that was a successful use of a Super Nintendo mouse.
I would say so too. Let's do it.